A local chef is heating up a competition. That pun was intended, thank you. My chat with Chef Carrie about Chopped Castaways. Sticking with the TV theme, her name is Margot. She's got some money troubles, okay? We chat with the creators of the hit Apple TV show. And after you binge a TV show, head to the movies. Your chance to win vouchers to Scary Movie 6. Colorado & Company starts right now.
Portions of Colorado & Company contain paid content.
Good friends, gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I've been thinking a lot about graduations and how college grads and even high school grads may be feeling about taking their first big steps out into the world. And I remember those anxious feelings when I was fresh out of school. I had a really hard time. There were a lot of days of self-doubt, worry, and I was very scared. And today the world is even more complicated, competitive, and it's a harder place to be. So I thought it would be good to talk with our first guest, Nick Tverdik, about a treatment he offers that's scientifically proven to help with anxiety and depression. And y'all know I suffer from that. It's called ExoMind, and I've tried it myself. Hi, Nick.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so ExoMind, not only did we come in to see it in action, as I said, I have used it myself to help my anxiety. Tell the people how it works and if it hurts.
Yeah, so, well, you could also tell them that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
But with what ExoMind is doing, it's a truly revolutionary treatment just to help people with mental wellness.
Right.
And it's an adaptation and a giant revolution and evolution with TMS.
Which a lot of people have heard about.
Yeah,
TMS.
and a lot of people haven't, and
Yeah.
it's a travesty because it's the safest option out there to truly make a change, as opposed to, we all know SSRIs are addictive and all these different medications people can't get off of, and they're just Band-Aids, and there's a whole slew of potential negative side effects of gaining muscle, sexual dysfunction. List goes on and on and on when there's a actual solution to fixing it, and that's where TMS really comes in. Now, ExoMind is truly the first second generation of TMS. So when I say TMS, what I'm saying is transcranial magnetic stimulation. So this is the actual device here, and what we're doing is we're stimulating neuroplasticity, specifically in the left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. I'm getting a little nerdy,
like it.
But what we're able to do is actually just kind of break those chains that people can really have hardwired.
Yeah, since they were little.
Since they were little.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is rebuild that neuroplastic network. And a blanket statement for everybody that is watching right now is neuroplasticity is mental wellness.
Yeah.
Because we can now choose the path that is going to be best for us. Because the way that the brain works, I always like to give the example of emotional eating. And this can happen with a lot of grads as well.
For sure.
Is, let's say you're in middle school, and when you're an 11, 12-year-old kid, you have this beautiful plastic neural network where you can choose any path that you want. And let's say that you were getting picked on or bullied at school, and you come home and you're crying. Your mom's like, "Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Let's bake some cookies." And then it happens again later on that week.
Yeah.
"Oh, let's make some cake,
Yeah.
right? Next week, "Oh, let's go get ice cream." And it happens again and again.
And you make that
again.
groove.
Exactly. So what happens is you have the shame and resentment and embarrassment trigger, and you choose this one highway, right? So when you're 11, 12 years old, you have 1,000 different highway lanes that you get to pick to choose down your car down, right? Well, what happens is once you find and hardwire the rest of those highway network, it's called pruning, gets pruned away.
You only are left with what?
Exactly. So you experience shame, embarrassment, resentment, and then your brain only knows food or sugar. So what we're doing with ExoMind is we're actually rebuilding that neuroplastic network again so we can break those bad habits and actually give the possibility of making new changes.
Yeah.
So for anxiety, depression, emotional eating, we're a principal investigator for the IRB clinical trials with this machine, and it was specifically on emotional eating. It's truly amazing what we can do with this device just to give people relief.
Yeah.
And there's no pain, no downtime.
Yeah, I
And
took a nap during mine.
I take a nap during my treatments
Yeah, right,
as well.
right.
We all have our stuff. We all have our stuff.
Amen.
So taking care of the mind and mental wellness, we don't talk about it enough.
Agreed. That's why I break that stigma.
Yeah,
Right?
and I love that you talk about it so
Heck
much
yeah, heck
on this
yeah.
show because it's a stigma.
Yeah,
People
it
talk
is.
about changing their body and things like that, but they don't talk about the mental wellness and what we can do. This is natural, and we're getting through it. Now, so many of these patients, we also want to dive in, right? Perimenopausal women experiencing the anxiety, that depression, menopausal women. We want to dive into the functional side at the same time, so we put all the puzzle pieces together. But where we are with technology, it's changing the world.
It's if you broke your leg, you would go get it fixed. If your mind is broken with one neural pathway, get it fixed. ExoMind is there. Okay, I want to hear from an actual patient, although I was one. This is Zeta. So everybody take a look at what her experience was.
Through me having autism my whole life, through these ExoMind treatments, the 6 treatments I've had, I've noticed less anxiety, less OCD, less ADHD, and less worrying.
So would you say that ExoMind is?
ExoMind is pretty great. Yeah.
I love her.
She's awesome.
She's amazing. So Zeta is a young adult who found relief with ExoMind. Let's talk about who should be coming in and asking for this.
Well, mental health in this country, just in general, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Right now, if somebody needs help, there is 4 to 6 months waiting period to see a professional. That's absolutely
it's so expensive.
It's so expensive, and it's unacceptable. And I'm personally not in favor of so many of the traditional pathways with specifically pharmaceutical intervention, as opposed to let's foundationally and functionally correct it. So if somebody is suffering, you can't sleep, insomnia, we actually want to take a look at the whole picture. If you have that anxiety, if you have grads and they're super stressed out, all these kids that are going to college now were in the thick of it during COVID.
Yeah.
And that messed with a lot.
And school shootings.
And school shootings,
Yeah.
right? So we treat PTSD, we do all kinds of amazing things with what this machine can do, all with 0 pain, 0 downtime, and 0 negative side effects. And we're rebuilding that neuroplasticity again. And we've never been able to do it in such an efficient and comfortable way.
Yeah.
Where the old tech, it was kind of like being in a horse and buggy. It would get you from point A to point B, but the trip was terrible.
Yeah.
It could be uncomfortable.
A lot of jostling.
A lot of jostling. This, like you said, I take a nap, you take a nap when you've gotten the treatments. This treatment is so much more comfortable, and it's 6 times more efficient than anything that's ever come before it. And it's just helping so many patients. We feel blessed to be part of this.
You should be, and I'm thankful for you because I found it as well. And a lot of my friends who are dealing with this are stand-up comics, and they have a lot of trouble going on. You know that. So they have really found relief as well. So please check in. Call Nick and his team at Aria Integrative Health. Ask about the brand new ExoMind treatment. Nick's offering up to 30% off select services right now. So call for your free consultation, 303-953-2899, or go online. Browse around at ariaintegrativehealth.com. They sponsored today's segment. Well, Friday is GFF around here, and we're going to get decked out for the World Cup, babies. We're going to embrace football, British pub style. That's right. Well, summer is almost here, and while we're thinking about patios and vacations, this is actually one of the busiest seasons for home damage in Colorado. So we've already had hail, heavy rain, intense sun exposure, which I was trying to get a tan, but you have to worry about that. And your home really takes a beating this time of year. So Dave Thomas from Mountain Safe Exteriors with the hat, I love it. He is back with ways to protect your home and save some money while you do it. I'm in a mood today.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so
good.
sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so Dave, June in Colorado really kicks off storm season, which we literally just had. What are homeowners dealing with most right now? What are you seeing?
Well, with the transfer of energy, I mean, it's such a there's still big temperature swings,
Yeah, right.
I woke up this morning, it was still 48 degrees. We're going to come home in the afternoon, it's 86.
I don't know what to wear.
The outside of your house is suffering. Everything is expanding and contracting, and that causes problems. That causes leaks, that causes air infiltration, making you cold or making you hot. Kids are back out of school. Graduation parties are over. Before you hit the vacations in July and August, this is the time to get your home improvement project going.
Done. This is June.
And this is Marvin Madness Month. We are the Marvin Certified Installing Retailers in Colorado. Marvin is an amazing American-based company, family-owned to this day, unheard of, 114 years old. They created the fiberglass window, and this is the new one. This is the new Vivid. They just built a state-of-the-art factory in Kansas City to make this for us. It is the newest technology in the window industry, and it is amazing. First of all, it's gorgeous.
I was going to say, it's gorgeous.
All the dark colors, anything you want. Nail fin install. It's absolutely state-of-the-art, like I said, in massive sizes because the fiberglass is so strong. The beauty of it, though, is it doesn't expand and contract, and it's so strong and so dense, it's hail-proof.
Hail-proof.
There you go.
Unbelievable. And when the sun hits it, it doesn't come in, right?
No. So all the technology's on the glass. So with the low E coatings, low E stands for low emissivity or low transfer of energy.
Okay.
This window can repel 98.5% of all radiant heat in the summer, retain that in the winter. So absolutely change not only the look of your house, how you use it, as well as the efficiency. You know how many homes I go into and the homeowner's like, walk upstairs, Dave. I'm like, yeah, I'm sweating already because the upstairs is 15 degrees warmer
heat
than
rises.
the downstairs.
Yeah.
Or the basement is freezing.
Right.
A lot of that is due to the windows.
Interesting. Okay, it is
And
June.
it's summer, right? So let's cut some big doors in people's houses, right?
And get some beautiful views.
You got it. Most window and siding companies are Class C contractors, which means they only talk to you about putting windows in existing openings. When I walk into a house, it's like, how do you use it? Well, look at your view. What a great backyard you have. Blow this thing out. Let's go. Let's put a huge door in here. Let's put windows where you miss them and you want them because the view's great, and we will totally change the look of the house.
Which is incredible. Dave, it's June. Also, we know this. It means you have special discount.
We do.
For our viewers who are the best in all of the land.
Yes.
What are you giving them this month?
20% off your entire Marvin window and door replacement package.
Oh, wow.
And that includes 24 months same as cash. So no money down. You can be darn sure we're going to show up there when we tell you. You can be darn sure we do a good job because until you sign off on it, we don't get paid.
Right.
And your 24-month period doesn't start. Then you have 2 years of free money. You do not have to make payments, no interest accrues.
There's no interest?
Nope. Just pay it off by the 24th month, and you're out the door.
I like when he does that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say, and a lot of people they're a little overwhelmed where to start. Consultations.
Yeah,
Do you offer them?
if you've had a window consultation, it's nerve-wracking. It's
It is.
awful.
And they're like,
It's
you
awful.
need this, you need this, you need this.
You must buy it right now,
Yeah,
or if
right.
I come back tomorrow, it's this price. That's nonsensical. Those are sales companies.
Yes.
Mountain Safe Exteriors is a window and siding company. We specialize in installing windows and siding. There is no high pressure with us. We come out, it's a consultative meeting. I want to know what you need from the house. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Here's some ideas. This is the price. It's right up front. It's clear and transparent. Doesn't matter which one of my reps goes out, the price is going to be absolutely the same.
Amazing.
We've taken all the dinosaur crap sales tactics out of this thing.
It's so annoying.
Absolutely straight to the point. Presentation, consultation should take 45 minutes.
Unbelievable, and no
Yeah.
pressure, which is huge. You also have technology, which is incredible. You have 3D rendering.
Sure.
With like some kind of like Star Trek satellite.
Yeah, we ping some satellites off your house. So I want you to know what it's going to look like,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Especially if you do your windows and siding at the same time. There's so many different options that we can do with your house. Sizes of windows, colors of windows, sizes of styles, whatever. And we'll literally spin, or you can literally take your house and like, I want a 12-foot door there. Show me what it looks like.
Boom.
Boom.
Done.
Show you what it looks like.
God.
It's awesome.
Tech and niceness.
I know.
The two things
We're
I love
trying.
the most. Okay, well, Mountain Safe has built such a strong reputation here in Colorado. Why do you think, and is it the niceness and the non-pushiness that sets you apart?
No, not at all. The owner is absolutely 100% OCD.
Oh,
Yeah. And he runs his own crews, and he will go out of your way to make sure that you are absolutely thrilled with your investment.
And I've seen the reviews and they're like 5-star, 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 5-star.
They are perfect.
Yeah, OCD owner, I like. Dave is giving Colorado and Company viewers a huge discount, as he said, all this month. It's 20% off your entire window replacement project. You can get, as he said, a free in-home consultation that's very relaxed and enjoy 20% off your entire project. Plus, and this is an amazing thing, no money down, there's no interest, no payments for 2 years. So go to mountainsafe.com for more information or visit the gorgeous showroom in Greenwood Village. It really is pretty. You can also just call 720-955-2120. Mountain Safe Exteriors sponsored today's segment. My hat to you, sir. High five to you, that's right. Well, it's cool to be a castaway. Denver's own Chef Carrie is here in studio to talk about her latest Food Network project that looks incredible. That's coming up next. Stay tuned for that. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, fans of the extremely popular brunch spot that I can never get into, Fox and the Hen, get very excited because we have the owner, Chef Carrie Baird, is on the show. A new show. It's called Chopped Castaways, and it's on Food Network. It's going to be your next binge, and she took time out of her very busy schedule to come chat about it. Thank you, Chef.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So this is a brand new show. Fill us in.
Oh, it's crazy. It's kind of it's chopped but reimagined on a deserted island.
Was it terrifying?
It was really crazy. You can't prepare for things like that.
No.
You know, and like it was cold, it was hot, it was wet, it was everything.
Did you enjoy it?
There's something weird about me that I like stuff like that.
Good for you.
So it was fun. It was, they tested us.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Chefs like a little self-torture.
Yeah.
I think that's true. Now, before the show, had you ever had to build your own kitchen?
Yeah.
What was that like? I'd be lost.
It was, the show is full of twists and turns, right? So they were like, you have to build your own kitchen, but little did we know you have to keep the kitchen the way you build it.
You can't change.
Well, we would have put a lot more time into it. But, camping, growing up on the river and stuff, you build a kitchen, but not with driftwood. No.
And you had build your own fires?
Yep, we built our own fires.
No,
we,
no.
collected things from the jungle. It was nuts.
Any insect bites?
Yeah, lots of insects, lots of sand.
Okay, lots of sand. And
Yeah.
that can get in the food and all that stuff.
The table was literally driftwood. It was half battle of sand.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's really a sandwich. Hey! Okay, sorry. Did you train? Did you prepare for these challenges?
Mentally.
Okay.
Lots of meditation, lots of yoga.
I do yoga. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had my body in mind, but there's no way to prepare.
No.
You don't know what they're going to throw at you.
No.
You don't know what. There's
coming your way.
and they didn't tell us where we were going.
That's my other thing. Did they ever tell you where you're going?
No.
Did you know the climate you were going to?
We knew it would be Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This
so
is terrifying.
Equator.
Yeah, right. And I asked the studio, does anyone think I could make it on a desert island? No, it's a hard pass. Everyone's just shaking their head no. Okay.
I'll take care of you.
Thank you very much, Chef. Okay, what was more challenging? Was it surviving on the island or the cooking battles?
Ooh. Well, you couldn't have one without the other.
Right.
So, survival first, and then once you were in a good spot, then we started cooking.
Yeah, and you were in your groove.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
totally.
You were in
And
your
it was hard because, you want to give the judges good food
Right.
and represent yourself, but the limited pantry was very limited.
I can imagine the
It was-
limited pantry. So it looks like you brought some dishes here
Yep.
from your restaurant, which
Yep.
everybody and their mother is talking about. Tell us about these.
These are our new spring additions. We're calling this one the Green Zone salad.
I love your names of them. Yeah, that's cute.
Blueberries, prosciutto, egg, aged Parmesan, a very simple French vinaigrette. So you're gonna live to 100.
Yeah, I was
if you
gonna
eat
say,
one of
how
these a
healthy
day.
is that?
So healthy.
That's a blue zone right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
Did I say Green Zone? I meant Blue Zone.
Oh, is it called Blue Zone?
Blue Zone.
Oh, okay.
And then this is our seasonal turkey sandwich. We make these. What's wonderful about this is we make the bread.
Oh
the hoagie
my
is made in-house, and it is literally the best bread you'll find in town, in my humble opinion. And then roasted turkey, smoked cheddar, sprouts, pickled onions. It's insane.
This is my favorite kind of thing. How do you have a bake? This is gonna sound really ignorant. How do you make the bread? Is it like a sourdough starter?
Our starters, and she's probably about 20 now, 20 years old.
The starter? That's my age. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we were born the same
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
But yeah, so we have a starter and we add it every day, and we shape and proof and all of it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I watch Bake Off, so I know proofing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my favorite. All right, this is my favorite question. What was your favorite part and your least favorite part about the whole show?
Oh, the favorite part is competing,
Oh, you
right?
like that?
I do.
Okay,
I
good
do.
for you.
I like being challenged. I like being put to the test. That was my favorite part. And my second favorite part is my friends. All these people, my
Survivors.
survivors.
Yeah, right.
We're buddies now,
That's awesome.
So in like-minded people, we went through an experience together.
Yeah.
So we're
You
bonded.
trauma bonded.
We did.
You trauma
And then, the worst part was the weather.
Yeah.
It was 80 degrees, but it would rain, and then the wind would blow, and then we'd be shivering.
My God.
Everybody got sick. It was wild.
I was going to say, did people get sick from it?
Yeah, everybody had the sniffles for sure.
My God,
Yeah.
amazing. We can't find out who won, but let me ask you something. Can I try this?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is called, say it again.
Turkey and smoked cheddar.
God.
But local sprouts, smoked cheddar, pickled red onions, and basil aioli, and above all, it's the bread.
It's the bread.
The bread is came out of the oven a few hours ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What advice would you, I can't stop. I want to have another. What advice would you give to chefs starting out? Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
You know, starting out, I'd say get a job at a restaurant with a chef that is going to be gracious to you.
Nice.
And generous and, teach you, and find somebody to be your mentor.
Yeah. Be a sous. Be a
Well,
sous chef.
Well, you'll
Start
evolve
lower.
into a sous chef,
Okay.
but, be work for free.
Yeah,
See
right.
some stuff.
Right.
Ask lots of questions, but also don't say anything. Just absorb.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
dishwasher. Just get in there.
Absolutely, just
Yeah.
be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to have that for lunch. You can see Chef Carrie on Chopped Castaways. New episodes air Tuesday nights, or you can stream them on HBO. This is HBO Max and Discovery Plus. So go visit Chef Carrie at Fox and the Hen. They also have like a dachshund.
Yeah.
What is it called? Like a wiener meetup?
Weenie Wednesday.
It's so cute.
It's the best day of the month.
It is. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to go. When Colorado and Company returns, Dr. Macie joins us via Zoom with tips for seniors and caregivers about savvy strategies to get the most out of life. I love her, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Doc. So we have learned that loneliness is an epidemic here in America, right? But older adults can find living alone especially lonely and really very almost disconnected from the world. But there are savvy options available that can bring connection and vitality. Gerontologist with Synergy Home Care and my friend, Dr. Macie Smith, is here with more. Hello, Doc.
Hey, lady, how are you? Good to see you.
You too. You look stunning, and I'm excited to talk about this because I know a lot of people watching have parents going through this or they themselves are going through this. So explain to me, Dr. Macie, what SAVVY stands for.
So SAVVY stands for Solo Agers Visibility.
Oh, wow.
You may have never heard that term before. We don't even consider it, but these are individuals who are aging of a particular age, over the age of 65, who don't have a spouse, who don't have children, who don't have siblings. They literally do not have biological family.
Wow.
But what they do have, which is one of the strategies, is they have logical family. And so it's very important that solo agers, number one, identify what they have around them, what they're lacking, and start to build community immediately.
Yeah, that is hard. That is hard. I'm also living alone right now, and I find it difficult. I can't imagine not having any biological family around me. Talk to me about some of the issues that older adults living alone face.
Yeah, so isolation.
Yeah.
Isolation kills.
Yeah.
Isolation is a chronic illness because when you're isolated, you become depressed. You're not connected. When you're depressed, not connected, you're not eating.
Yes.
You're not well hydrated. So you're bringing about chronic illnesses that may wind you up in the hospital.
Yeah.
And when our seniors age and they fall or have illnesses, they go into the hospital. Sometimes they never come back home.
Yeah.
And when you're alone, that's very scary. That's scary when you have family around.
Yeah.
But just imagine when you don't have family and you have to depend on strangers. That's a very fearful moment. And we don't want people to end up in a situation like that. We want people to be prepared because with preparation comes peace.
Oh, I love that. I gotta say, Doc, I've been going through, and I've been very honest about this, some depressive episodes and stuff, and I stopped eating myself. So I've been taking like Ensure and stuff. I can't imagine when you're super isolated having to just get that appetite going. But as you said, being active and socially engaged, we know now are ways to live longer, but they're also top strategies. Explain why they're so important.
Well, because we want people to live long. People want to have a long, healthy, happy life.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about mental wellness, we talk about physical health, we talk about social engagement. All of those things are vitally important. Those are wraparound experiences that people have to have because we're very emotional beings. We can't be isolated. We have to be connected. And so when we think about staying active, getting out into the sunlight, that serotonin, it builds good mood. When you feel good, you do good, you are good. Staying connected to your community through community centers, faith-based organizations, your churches. Contact home care services. Home care services are not just to provide hands-on care with bathing, dressing, cleaning, but they provide companionship. They're already connected to the community and maybe long-term care support. And so if you were to need something, somebody is already there. And they're also trained to recognize depressive symptoms, because I go through it too, especially, Tori, when this time changes.
Yes.
And it's less sunlight. And so I typically take an Epsom salt bath. I take it every night. It helps in some way, shape, or form because your body is, depleting magnesium.
Yes.
And talk therapy. Just like you have a therapist, you have a physician, you have your hairstylist. I want solo agers to get in the habit of reaching out to certified elder attorneys, Tori, because that's going to help you plan for what that long-term care looks like. They can connect them to resources so that way they can build financially and be prepared, but also connect with home care services like Synergy Home Care so that way they can be well connected before they need it. You know the saying, it's best to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's what we want that frame of thinking to be.
I love you. I think you are so special. And I think what you're doing is filling a vacuum in which not a lot of people are talking about. So I just really appreciate what you're saying. Can you talk
about it?
Yeah. What kinds of things can engage the brain and support cognitive function? I know like puzzles are really good. I do puzzles. What other things are good?
Thank you for asking that question. Staying engaged cognitively and mentally. When you talk about puzzles, not the word finds. The word finds ain't really doing nothing. You're just circling the words you already see, right? We want you to do crossword puzzles.
Yes.
We want you to play games against the clock, play Sudoku, solitaire that's time, not the regular solitaire that you're playing with yourself because that's not engaging, but games against the clock. Read new books, learn new languages, learn to play a new instrument. Tori, go new places, meet new people. So all of those things are engaging. It's engaging the 4 domains of overall well-being and wellness. And so you want to be sure that you are tapping into your community. Right in your schedule. On Wednesdays, I go play bridge. On Thursdays, I go play bingo. And Tori, you know, bingo ain't the regular bingo.
It's so much fun.
Oh my God, it's that super duper bingo. Anything that's going to require you to think, that's engaging your brain, and that's brain exercise.
This is so funny. I do crosswords, I do cross stitch, I do bingo. I would fit in really well in this sort of
Oh my God, you are. You got it, girl.
I know. So healthy aging, as the doc said, starts now by considering your options for support and social interaction. We're a tribal community of people, guys. That's what we need. And according to Dr. Smith, home care can also be a valuable asset in your healthy aging journey, allowing you to stay, yes, in the comfort of your own home, but also meeting new people. Learn more at synergyhomecare.com. One of my favorite guests to have on. Thank you so much, Doc. So happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, level up your goodie game. Yes, that's right, by knowing the latest and greatest in snacking. Are you a snacker? I kind of am. We check in with product expert Don McCarthy at the sweetest expo in the whole country. Glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. All right, we all have our favorite snacks. But if you're looking for some new sweet treats to try, take a look at what product expert Don McCarthy found at the Sweets and Snacks Expo.
Hello and welcome to the 2026 Sweets and Snacks Expo here in beautiful Las Vegas. I cannot wait to take you through all the aisles of deliciousness, amazing new finds, and things that you are gonna have to try. Are you ready? I am coming to you live from the brand new center of the candy and snack universe. For the very first time, North American's confectionery event is taking over Las Vegas, and the energy here is absolutely electric. The 2026 Sweets and Snacks Expo brings together over 1,000 brands and 15,000 industry professionals for 3 days of high-stakes business and pure innovation. Walking this floor, you can practically feel the future being shaped. Thousands of new products are making their debut, setting the stage for what's going to dominate the shelves in the coming year. For reference, in-store sales at convenience retailers reached $341 billion in 2025, with food, beverages, and snacks driving most of the growth. So forget what you know about snacking. We are looking at a total evolution on the aisle. With the temperatures rising, the floor has been electric over here at Scoot. I had to talk to Brittany and say, what's going on? What is Scoot?
So Scoot is a frozen lemonade. It's a frozen lemonade in a pouch. So you freeze it and you squeeze it, and it turns into a slushie.
How many calories is this?
Only 80 calories, dye-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, kosher.
And is it good for me and you, or is it good for kids? Like, who can get this?
Good for everybody. Probably kids more than anybody, but adults love it too. So we just launched in Target our strawberry and our lemon flavors, and we know the moms are out there getting it for their kids.
Okay, I love Target. That's an easy sale, and I have to tell you, I've tried both of these flavors here. They are delicious, but we're here at the show, and we want to hear about something new.
Yeah.
So let's bring in the CEO, and let's hear what they're actually launching at the show.
We're excited that we are announcing mango.
Mango!
Mango.
Does it still have just the 80 calories?
Only 80 calories. Squeeze, freeze, enjoy. Really good.
And we can get this right now at heyscoop.com.
Heyscoop.com.
I love that. And again, so if you all are looking for a treat this summertime, go definitely grab one of these. I'm a huge fan of lemonade. These will not disappoint you.
Thanks so much.
There's a lot of distractions here at the expo, and I'm just wondering, do you want this chocolate perfect man, maybe the perfect man from Dubai, or these handsome gentlemen that I found from the Thunder Down Under here, just on display, doing a nice giveaway? So which ladies, which should I choose? The chocolate or the real men? You decide. What do you think? At the show, it's time to be in Hawaii. I'm ready to serve, and Hawaiian Host has just released here at the show. You are seeing it here first, because that's what it's all about. Their new cinnamon sugar milk chocolate. They are simply amazing, delicious. I can't even come up with enough adjectives to talk about them. They still have their traditional, of course. So let's go hit a wave and go try these. With so many fantastic things to taste on the show floor, it's time that I needed a mint to continue my conversation, and I almost walked past one of my favorite brands, Big Sky Mints, because it looks different. So I'm here with Tina. Tina, did you guys redo the Big Sky packaging?
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh, I love the new packaging. It really screams Big Sky, so we know what to look for. Where do we get Big Sky Mints?
You can find them at Dillard's, TJ Maxx, and Amazon.
Okay, I'm a TJ Maxx girl. That's where I get a ton of my mints. I am a huge fan of the wintergreen. We kind of have a battle here because she loves the peppermint, but it looks like you released something new here just at the show. What are we seeing?
Yep, so that's our tropical mix, which has 3 flavors. There's guava, pineapple, and mango.
And mango, okay.
Yeah.
Are these full of a lot of calories? Because I know everybody cares about that.
No, they are not.
Okay, and they're like under $3?
Yes, correct.
And I have to tell you, with the holiday coming up and the 4th of July and things, this Rocket Pop, if you've ever grown up having a Rocket Pop like popsicle, this tastes just like it. They've got so many great flavors. I say go check them out, and thank you so much. Like I said, I love the new packaging. Are you gluten-free? Or are you just regular? So good. And that's a wrap for the 2026 Sweets and Snacks Expo. From me and my guys at M&M's, till next time.
Looks like fun. Learn more about the items featured today by product expert Don McCarthy by visiting the website on your screen. And if you want more shopping ideas, go to Don's website at donscorner.com. We'll be right back, maybe with snacks. I love talking about women-owned businesses. Round of applause. And one that we featured is going nationwide. So Full Stop Bakery snack crackers are uniquely fun to eat. And starting next month, you can find them at every Sprouts market across the country. Owner Sadie Stutzman stopped by to share more. Take a look. Sadie, our correspondent Kelly, who knows all the hot spots, raves about your sourdough crackers. Tell me about Full Stop and how it got started and the name. I want to know how you got the name.
Yeah, so Kelly and I met years ago at a farmer's market now.
Always.
And
She
so
just
it's
meets
like,
great
I
people.
know, she attracts it. So
does.
super happy to be here. Full Stop really did start because of the name. Like I stopped and was like, oh. And it really kind of started just for me. I was like, I need to connect with people. I need to reprioritize my life.
Good for you.
At the time, I was a grad student at CU studying mechanical engineering.
Hello.
So naturally pivot into
Crackers.
yeah. I like to say that I'm a engineer by training, but an entrepreneur and cracker maker by choice.
That's a lot. That's good.
Yeah, we have fun. So yeah, a full stop. It's just this moment where you slow down.
Oh, wow.
And you look back, you look forward, you appreciate the moment. And let me tell you, I need that reminder more than anyone else, even still.
I don't think you know me yet. I don't think you know me yet. Okay.
You need it too.
I need it so badly. Okay, so the weather's been like ridiculously nice,
Yes.
like somewhat scary how nice it's been. You're gonna show us how to build our own picnic using the full stop crackers. So where do we start? I like picnics, I don't know where to start though.
Okay, well, start with some sourdough crackers.
Always, of course.
obviously.
Okay.
So we have 5 different flavors, 2 sizes. If there's any amount of people coming, or if it's just you, you'll need the large bag.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Pick your favorite. Mine's are olive oil and sea salt.
Nice.
Super classic. It's like buttered toast.
Ooh, buttered toast.
Oh yeah. So we'll get to this later, but our ingredients are fantastic, but also have butter, which is better.
Which is better. Beta is butter. Butter is better.
Yes, exactly. So get those, and then I'm a big less is more person.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to prep a whole bunch.
Oh, you're like me.
So
I love you.
Maybe a soft cheese.
Let's do a soft cheese.
A little soft cheese.
Beurre, if you will.
Well said.
Thank you.
I'm willing to wash fruit.
I kind of am too. That's what my limit is.
So there we have
We're
that.
the same. Okay, I can wash some fruit.
Okay, and then we've got some hummus. We're just keeping it
Hummus is great for
really,
protein.
really simple.
Yes, very nice.
And then this is the showstopper that
Okay.
requires prep.
Oh, Jesus.
So you just take some burrata.
Okay.
And this will be a little, this can be prepped on site. Okay.
So it's not that much prep, right?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely
This
not.
looks so lovely.
And then we're just gonna split it open.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Yep.
Okay.
Burrata kind of just pops
It just
in your
does
mouth.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Okay.
I could do that amount of prep.
For sure.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay,
And
good.
then this is another cool local brand.
Okay.
This is their cream crunch.
Whoa.
And we're just gonna drizzle this on top.
Oh, this does look like you put a
And
lot of
this-
work into it.
It's
Smart.
a simple showstopper.
It really is. The color's phenomenal too.
And then you can decide how spicy
And then
you like it.
the crackers, do you like lay them out? can do
I
whatever
say
you want.
user's choice. User's
Okay.
choice.
So they look like these little like squares. This
Yeah.
is so good.
I was like, just got excited. We're going in for
We're
it.
going for it. Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
Okay.
You're going for
I'm gonna
burrata.
start here, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, we do have.
Ooh!
I mean, I had this like 3 days ago, but.
Oh, I'm on the Amalfi Coast. Some like breeze from the ocean just wafted
Yes,
by.
exactly.
That's lovely. Okay.
If
yeah,
you need
please.
inspiration though, we do have some pairings on the back as well.
Oh, smart.
But you can do whatever you want.
That's amazing. Okay, so while we're eating this picnic, of course,
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue to chat about your business. Everyone is doing sourdough nowadays, and you have a huge variety of flavors, but what else makes Full Stop so unique?
Yeah, for sure. So cool set of flavors and, you know, Parmesan and herbs. Some of these are just the flavors like we put together that taste fantastic. But also all of that flavor comes from the sourdough as well.
Oh, wow.
So we love that sourdough is getting popular. Good for the gut, easy to digest.
Yes.
Good for our gut microbiome. But we also get flavor from the actual process. So we, kind of true to the name, we slow it down. We let our starter mature, our dough ferment, and then bake it. So it's a multi-day process. And so we get some of that natural tang. We're not
Amazing.
dumping vinegar in there. We're not putting sourdough powder. The process is giving us the flavor. And then we also get texture from that too, because as we know, sourdough is typically made in bread.
Yes,
So we,
exactly.
you know, leaven it. Yeah, and then kind of like I mentioned earlier, like we keep our ingredients super simple, so you
Very
can see
important.
how short the list is.
Very nice.
And it's all very real.
Sourdough starters is like a huge thing. Everyone
Oh,
wants
yeah.
one. So I like how you keep it slow. We know we can buy your crackers in some of our fave places, like, of course, Leaven Supply. Round of applause for Leaven Supply. Even at the airport,
Yes.
amazing. But we heard a little rumor that you may be coming to a big store near us soon. Wait, I feel like I'm on Shark Tank. What can you tell us?
Okay, well,
I don't know the answer.
Yes, first of all, I do want to shout out our local retailers.
For sure.
We love our local partners. We're in like 150-ish stores across Colorado.
That's awesome.
And they're incredible. So
Amazing.
supportive. The stores are incredible. Yes, and then starting in July, you'll be able to find us in all 490 Sprouts across the country.
That's where I go. If you want to try Full Stop crackers, you can find them starting July 1st at Sprouts Markets nationwide. If you can't wait until then, I get it. You can get them at any farmer's market around town or by going to fullstopbakery.com. Sending love and support to Sadie and her team at Full Stop Bakery. Way to go, women's own businesses. We will be right back. A ton of books are being made into movies and series, and I'm so here for it. And one of the latest ones is Margot's Got Money Troubles. Producer Colleen chatted it up with our author, Rufy, and executive producer, Eva. Take a look.
He has a way of really making you feel the books, feel the characters. That's it. There's nothing really more to tell.
That isn't true, is it? Oh my God.
Rufy, take me back. What was it like writing this book and what inspired it?
Well, I was writing it in the pandemic, overseeing Zoom kindergarten, and really I had this idea of this mother sex worker character. I didn't know if it would be possible, if I could get people to root for her. You know, we love to judge mothers. We love to put mothers on a pedestal. And then I just kind of happened to get obsessed with pro wrestling at the same time. And so those elements coming together, that's when I knew that I really had a novel.
I mean, it's a natural combination. So yeah, but when you were writing it, did you think it was going to be turned into a series when you were writing it?
How could I think that? No, never in a million years. First of all, it's every writer's dream to even have something adapted. And then it's like, oh, it's going to be by genius David E. Kelley. And then, oh, guess what? This insane cast is going to play all the characters. It's been like an absolutely surreal journey for me.
And congratulations, because it's awesome.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Eva, that brings me to you. When you were reading the book, what made you want to help get this evolved into a series and turn it into a series?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this story that Rufy wrote is about something that I just haven't seen a lot. Basically, I feel like everything on TV right now is about people with a lot of wealth. It's a lot of wealth fantasy. And, you know, the characters in Rufy's book and Margot are people who don't have all the resources. They're limited in what they immediately can access, and they have these real life problems. But they are able to kind of use their own ingenuity and their own their scrappiness and also each other to really figure out a way to live a life that's not just survival, but it's actually really fun and interesting and creative. And so I felt like that was something that I don't feel like that story is being told as much right now. And I just loved all the characters so much. You know, her father, Jenks the wrestler, her roommate, Susie, the cosplayer, her mom, Cheyenne, the Hooters waitress, like everyone's coming from a really interesting angle, from a real life angle. And they're all just making it work.
Yeah, there's an optimism, I think, to the world of it.
How'd you sleep?
Like a baby. Speaking of which, I still cannot believe. Look at this tiny human.
He just cries nonstop with Mom.
How is she, Cheyenne?
She's good. She just got new and improved implants.
That brings me to the casting. Tell me more about that. This is star-studded. How did this all come together?
Well, Elle was the one who originally wanted to adapt the book. She came first. She read the audiobook, Elle Fanning. And then Michelle Pfeiffer obviously came on because she's married to David E. Kelley. They'd never done a project together in 30 years. So this was an opportunity for her to finally be on one of his shows. And she really, really was excited to do it. And she was amazing to work with. Nick was somebody who we all thought of immediately when we were thinking of who to cast as Jenks. And he just really wanted to just take on a part like this. He trained for 7 months. He learned wrestling. He did his own stunts. And it was just a huge challenge that he's been waiting for this forever to do something this physical. Yeah, and Nicole Kidman, she just wanted to wrestle too. She wanted to kick Nick Offerman in the chest, and we said she could do that if she wanted.
All 8 episodes of Margot's Got Money Troubles are out on Apple TV. Binge them today. Buckle up, because Scary Movie is back. And there's some new faces along with all your favorites, don't worry, including Anna Faris, Marlon Wayans, and Regina Hall. This time around, 2 friends find themselves in total chaos while navigating killers, monsters, and supernatural creatures. You can catch it in theaters on June 5th. However, a few lucky Coco viewers will win some Fandango vouchers to go see it. Enter now by sending an email to mycoco@9news.com and just put the word scary in the subject line. Winners will be chosen at random and contacted later. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for your company, Colorado. I love hanging out with you. Portions of today's program were sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen. And we always love having you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye!